Fear is a universal experience that affects us all, but it can also be a powerful motivator that pushes us to take risks, overcome obstacles, and pursue our dreams. In this video, we explore different aspects of fear, from the science behind our fear response to strategies for managing excessive anxiety and phobias. By learning to understand and embrace our fears, we can unlock our full potential and live a life filled with boldness, adventure, and fulfillment. 1. The anatomy of fear, understanding its origins and effects. We all face fear at some time in our life. It is a strong emotion. It can prevent us from taking chances, going after our aspirations, and leading fulfilled lives. But from where does fear originate, and what repercussions does it have on us? Our brains are hardwired to recognize and react to possible hazards in our surroundings. The fight or flight response is the name given to this automatic reaction. Imagine being hunted by a lion. Your brain detects the threat and sets off a sequence of physiological reactions to aid in your survival. Your breathing becomes more rapid, your heart rate rises, and your body tenses up. Adrenaline and other stress chemicals enter your body, causing these physical symptoms, ready you to either fight off the attacker or flee. But what happens if we are unable to defend ourselves or get away? Sometimes fear paralyzes us, leaving us powerless to move or act. The freeze response is the name given to this reaction. Fear may become crippling and overpowering for certain people, which can result in anxiety disorders including panic attacks, phobias, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Fortunately, there are strategies for overcoming fear and its effects. Anxiety can be effectively managed by therapy, medication, and self-help techniques like mindfulness and deep breathing. We may learn to detect and control our reactions to possible hazards by understanding the causes and effects of fear. With repetition, we may strengthen our resiliency and confidence, enabling us to face our concerns and work toward our objectives. 2. Confronting your fears, strategies for overcoming anxiety. Anxiety may be a crippling condition that interferes with our day-to-day activities. We can be prevented by fear from taking risks, interacting with people, and realizing our full potential. However, there are methods for overcoming anxiety and regaining control over our life. Deep breathing is one of the most successful methods for reducing anxiety, says the narrator. We may relax our nervous system and lessen the physical signs of worry by taking quiet, deep breaths. Mindfulness is a potent additional approach. We may lessen worry and enhance our general well-being by keeping our attention in the present and embracing our thoughts and feelings without passing judgment. Exercise is a great approach to reduce anxiety as well. Regular exercise can make us feel better mentally, less stressed, and more physically fit. Therapy may be quite beneficial for more severe forms of anxiety. A qualified therapist can assist us in pinpointing the underlying reasons of our anxiety and creating plans for controlling our feelings and thoughts. Lastly, social support is essential for coping with anxiety. A sense of connection and belonging that is derived through social interaction and time spent with friends and family might aid in lowering anxiety. By using these techniques, we may conquer our anxieties and lead full, productive lives. We may learn to control our worries and accomplish our goals with time and effort. 3. The fear factor, how fear shapes our choices and actions. Fear is a strong emotion that may influence our decisions and behaviors in ways we might not be aware of. Fear has a big impact on how we act, from the choices we make in our personal lives to the social policies we support. Our fear might keep us from trying new things and taking chances. It may prevent us from following our aspirations and completing our objectives. Our political attitudes and behaviors can also be influenced by fear. When we're scared, we're more likely to back politicians and programs that guarantee our safety, even if such measures have detrimental effects on other people. However, fear also has the power to spur us on to action. When we fear for our own safety or the safety of others, we might be more willing to speak up and push for change. Fear can also affect how we make decisions. We can be more inclined to act impulsively or irrationally when we're terrified. However, when we learn to control our anxieties and confront them head-on, we can boost our confidence and improve our decision-making. By comprehending how fear affects our decisions and behaviors, we may become more conscious of its power and learn how to harness it for our benefit. 4. From fight or flight to freeze, the science of fear response. In dangerous circumstances, fear is a healthy and adaptive reaction that aids in our survival. But how precisely does fear operate, and what changes in our bodies and minds do we go through when we feel dread? The fight or flight reaction is a state of heightened arousal that occurs when we sense a threat, whether it be actual or imagined. Adrenaline and other stress chemicals, which prime our systems to react to the perceived danger, release to cause this reaction. The amygdala, which is in charge of recognizing and reacting to dangers, is where fear is processed the most in the brain. According to neuroimaging studies, terror reactions cause the prefrontal cortex, which is involved in impulse control and decision-making, to become active. Interestingly, fear may also be acquired by direct experience, such as viewing spooky movies or going through upsetting things. As a result of this learning, previously neutral stimuli, such as a particular sound or location, may become to elicit conditioned fear reactions. Fortunately, there are strategies for controlling fear and lessening its influence on our lives. Exposure treatment can assist people in becoming less sensitive to their feared stimuli, while relaxation and mindfulness techniques can help calm the nervous system and lessen anxiety. We may live more completely and with less worry if we grasp the science of fear and adopt appropriate coping mechanisms. 5. Breaking the chains of fear, embracing a life of boldness and adventure. Fear might prevent us from pursuing our true passions in life. But what if we could discover a way to embrace our fear and turn it into a driving force for bravery and exploration? Truth be said, fear can be a strong motivator that encourages us to step outside of our comfort zones and try new things. We may create a life of excitement and adventure by facing our fears and taking smart risks. As we learn to overcome challenges and handle uncertainty, facing our concerns may also enable us to develop resilience and confidence. Naturally, it's necessary to be aware of our safety and boundaries, as well as to approach fear in a healthy and balanced manner. But we may feel the excitement of living boldly and adventurously by progressively broadening our horizons and taking baby steps outside of our comfort zones. By facing our fears, we may live meaningful lives, reflect on our experiences with pride, and feel a feeling of success. 6. When fear becomes phobia, recognizing and treating excessive fear. While fear is a normal and essential reaction to danger, it may occasionally become overwhelming and unreasonable, resulting in phobias that can interfere with daily life. Phobias are severe, enduring anxieties that are frequently brought on by certain events or things, such as heights, spiders, or flying. People who have phobias can go to considerable efforts to avoid the things or circumstances that make them uncomfortable, which can limit their capacity to engage in daily activities and cause social isolation. That exposure therapy and cognitive behavioral therapy are two successful phobia therapies. Cognitive behavioral therapy helps to uncover and address the unfavorable ideas and beliefs connected to the phobia. Exposure treatment includes progressively exposing the patient to the feared item or circumstance in a safe and supportive setting. In more extreme circumstances, medication may also be used to treat the symptoms of phobias. People who seek treatment for their phobia can reclaim control over their lives and go over the restrictions brought on by extreme fear. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on personal development and well-being.